Wow, Nebby. That's quite the move. You can help us, Nebs?
Just taking a pee. What a vile creature you are.
Gross. Man, put on that tool belt and get to work.
Yeah, get to work, but come on. I need some help here, Nebs. Come on, Nebs.
He doesn't know what to do.
Nebby.
Come on, Nebs.
Come on.
Let's go to work. Come on.
Here, Nebs. Where's your hammer go? You gotta have a hammer if you're gonna work, bud. Here, it doesn't even go here. Here. There.
It's not gonna work. Welcome back, everyone. In the last video, you saw us getting the roof finished. So, well, we just have one little piece of metal to put over the top of the dormer, but we don't have that metal yet. So we're just gonna keep moving and come back to that later. But today we're gonna start framing walls. But before we can get the walls up, we've got to put a skirt board along the bottom. So Greg went into town this morning and picked up some treated wood that's gonna go down there. We're gonna get that installed and then we can start moving on up and building walls.
So I can fix this one. Let's go. Between the pencil lines there. Nebs, here, take a pencil.
Look out, there's something hanging out. Foot off the truck. You shouldn't be that close anyways. I'm not strong enough to pull it from that far low.
You're strong enough. You're not kidding anyone,
not if I'm
Katie.
trying to go like this.
You're not kidding anyone.
Oh, arsenic's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Well, it seems to be. It works, right?
Why are you doing this?
Because I was supposed to get 10 footers, not 8 footers. I screwed up. Don't get mad at me. It's gonna. This is what's gonna hold. Kind of want that right there. Okay, that one went better. Oh, well, would you look at that?
Nebs. Bully. You're the bully. Think you're the tough guy because you got the tool belt on?
Well, I'm left with 2x8s, but this is all going to be buried underneath the earth, so you won't even know. Except you'll know because I told you, but everybody else won't know.
The goats they'll notice for sure.
No, the goats won't. I didn't tell them.
Nebby's on the job. He'll know.
Well, I don't think he's a very good foreman, to be totally honest. Just my personal experience with him.
Because he's on the grass. He's on the grass, that's why.
Okay, I gotta excavate this deck.
Now that we've got all of the skirt boards installed, we're gonna start framing walls. We're gonna start with the center one right here, because this is gonna be hay storage, so we're not doing any windows. And then once we get to the next panel, we're gonna do an opening window. Then we've got this, just a casement window. That's gonna go here. And then we'll have another big opening window here, where, because the wind comes that way. So if we have the window opening there and then back there, it should give a good cross breeze in the summer. And yeah, so we're gonna start with the solid wall first.
So framing like this takes quite a bit longer because I got to square up all my ends and cut my boards down to size. But like I've said in the past, I love using mailed lumber much more than store-bought. It just feels stronger. Actually, this is stronger because this is Douglas fir, and it's a tight grained Douglas fir too. Because these were old trees that have it. These are if they're not first growth, they're second growth trees from a long time ago. Like these trees were probably, I'm gonna say somewhere around 80 to 100 years old. So these are tight grained, very strong boards, which is awesome to use. And Douglas fir, I have a love affair with it. It's such a beautiful wood. It's beautiful for finishing. It's amazing for framing. It cracks a little bit if you're not careful with it, but it is a solid lumber. Line them up.
Cords.
Yeah, I'm not used to them, eh?
Are we making sure it's straight or anything?
Holy smokes, Katie.
Jesus.
But Juniper, you better roll out. I got you.
Is this like on max?
Yeah, it's for framing. It's 125. It's what you want.
Oh.
Actually, check it, see if it's over.
There we go.
You got it on safety mode.
Yeah. So we've got one of these, I can't remember what they're called, but these bathroom windows. It's a little bit weird, but we've got it on the back side so we won't see it from the house and the main yard and stuff. It's just what we had. We've been watching the marketplace for windows for months, but no one has posted any. So we're just using what we've got already. We will have to try and find some more to put on the workshop because we won't have any opening ones left. We really just have 2 opening windows and then 3 casements, and 2 of those are huge. So at least there'll be lots of light. But if it's summertime and Greg wants to have a window open for some cross breeze in the workshop, we're gonna have to find another one. So this is moving along nicely. Looks good having a window in there already. And we've actually set the wall back a little bit between the posts. So we're gonna have the siding is just gonna run between the posts, and then this will still be exposed, which we really like how weathered it looks, the original building. So be nice, and we'll just have to cut big solid pieces to go across there. So weird.
Push it all the way.
All right, we still have a little bit of work to do on that last wall, but we're both getting hungry. It's getting kind of late, so we're calling it a day. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna put a brace that's gonna go from the middle top down to the edge bottom, right?
The building's strong this way, but it's not strong this way. So we're gonna put 2 braces in on both sides of the building, and then it won't even be able to move at all. So
yeah, and then once we have that in, we can figure out where the window will fit, because I really want it to be centered, but we can't have the building flopping around. So
aesthetics come secondary.
Yes.
Yes.
Good thing it's a barn. Otherwise, I'd be fighting you on that. All right, so we've got this diagonal support stud in, I guess you could call it. And we realized that the window no longer fits. Oops. So we realized that the window no longer fits. So we're gonna have to figure out a different way to have a window in here, or we're gonna have to find a different window to put in there, which really sucks. But I think I have convinced Greg that we're gonna have to skip the diagonal stud on this one because we really need to have an opening window here. The wind usually comes this way, so we want the wind to go in in the summer and cool it down in there. So by having the 2 opening windows, we'll have a little bit of a cross breeze. And then any other window is just going to be for light, so we can kind of do whatever for that. But we also realize we don't have enough 2x4s to keep going. So for the rest of this video, we're going to be doing some milling. And yeah, I think it's going to be nice to get that done and play with the mill a little bit.
Gotta go there.
So we're going for a big one right there. Are they gonna fall?
It's gonna fall, yeah.
Oh my god. Are you for real?
You gotta be kidding me.
Do we even have fuel? The walk of shame.
I have this much fuel. Okay. Let's want some. So I got 3 runs of 2x4. So that's 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. That's the dimensional size of a 2x4. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this off right about here. Looking at this log, there's probably not much wood in between here anyway because it's all Willy Wonka up there. Same goes for this side. There's a little bit of wood. We probably get another 2x6 or 2 2x4s out of this, and then the rest is garbage. And I don't know about the bottom, but we'll see that when we get around to it. But we are going for this wood right here because there's 3 runs of 2x4s.
So the plan is I'll do the milling. Greg's gonna work on getting some of that back side cleaned up. He did have it open so that he could drive the tractor in to put the logs on and have the things stop the log from rolling off, but a lot of this wood is end cuts that we know we can get a 2x4 or something out of, but he just doesn't want to deal with it at the time because he's working on a project and wants to get the most wood out as possible in one go. So yeah, it just builds up. And then we haven't been putting anything on the sawbuck because we want to put some bracing on the bottom of it, but there's wood on there, so we haven't wanted to add more to it. We just been waiting to deal with that so that we could make those changes and make it more usable. So I think he might be focusing on trying to get that empty first, get some leg braces on that, and then we can deal with the big pile later.
And we can start using that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the reality is it's really hard to manage all of these projects and have different priorities that change all the time. For example, we have the goats that are going to have kids soon, so we really want to get the barn finished, which kind of pushes everything else to the side. Siding took us way longer than we thought, so that kind of pushed everything else back, and things are just always changing around here, and we have to kind of adapt on the fly to whatever's going on. Well, Greg didn't get any of the cleanup done. We did get a couple little slabs here that we've just cut down into a couple more 2x4s, so we've got quite a few stacked up there, which is good. But still a ton of work to do. It's never ending.